All right, what is up? What is up? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Whiskey Pierre Lewis. All right, cool. Guys, I'm Whiskey Pierre Lewis. This is my channel. I hope you like it. I hope things are going good. I hope, uh, God is blessing you. But for some people, the blessing is coming, but sometimes grief also comes with it, and it's sad. It's sad. So, so we're about to go to something. Um, in my opinion, it's devastating. It's sad. I can't believe any parent that would go through it would go through it. And we pray and hope the best for these kids. Well, adults and their parents and those who are also grieving because this song about the Brown University um, shooting that happened. It's a sad situation. Sad situation. But let's see if I can get you to it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Alright. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Come on, baby. Interesting. Okay, give me a quick minute. Quick minute. There we go. Okay. All right, I think we got it. I think we got it. You know what it is. It takes time. It takes time. All right, if you're here, like, subscribe. I appreciate you. Again, we're back. Back with another one. Back with another one. Let's give an applause for me. All right, cool, 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 cool. So shifting back. So like I said, this is a sad situation, and no parent should be living this. It's really devastating, and I hope the best for these families and kids because man, young adults, because man, this is sad. This is really sad. All right. Without further ado, let's do a split screen. Bam. There we go. There we go. Let's remove this here. And you know what? Let me actually go to it. So as it's playing, let's play it before we go. Bam.
Officials say there's no threat to the community, but they are still looking for the person behind the shooting.
There was some degree of evidence that pointed to this individual, but that evidence needed to be corroborated and confirmed. And over the last 24 hours, leading into just very, very recently, that evidence now points in a different direction.
With them and continue to do the work that we need to do to bring this person who's responsible to justice.
Let's bring in CBS News' Jared Hill, who's live in Providence, Rhode Island this morning. So, Jared, help me understand the...
So, like you heard, the actual person that they thought it was, it's not. It's not. So, unfortunately, they still doing investigations, and hopefully they find this guy. But you know what's surprising? I'll let this continue, and then I'll tell you. Now I'll tell you.
Police say that there is no threat to the community, and yet the person who committed these horrific acts is still at large.
And in fact, Vlad, actually, they're saying that they don't know if this person is in this neighborhood, in this city, in this state. They said there's no way of knowing right now where whoever committed this heinous act actually is. But again, as you mentioned, they are stressing that they have not gotten any sort of credible threats so far to this community. And so they are trying to sort of manage some of the emotions here. Just yesterday, in fact, the mayor of Providence said that he knows that this announcement that the person of interest has been released is going to cause fresh anxiety for folks who are in this community. When it comes to trying to figure out exactly where whoever this person is, they say that they are continuing to ask for any tips, especially any pictures or video that there might be from around this area that anyone might have had, so that they can try and figure out who this person is and where they might be.
All right, so what are you hearing from members of the community this morning?
So obviously it's quiet here so far. It's a cold, quiet day. School is out now because of this shooting, but there is a feeling of great sadness for what we saw last night. There was a vigil in the area. It was really supposed to be a Christmas tree and Hanukkah lighting that was happening last night, then turned into basically this moment for this community to come together and grieve. Folks are sad here. And there is, again, that concern about what does this mean going forward for this investigation and kind of where does this place everyone?
Let me stop real quick. So, like he said, there was a visual, right? And there's a lot going on. You got family members that's feeling sad right now. You have people who are appalled. You have just unbelievable things going on as far as like feelings, emotions. Man, this is messed up. This is messed up. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, these people don't think about the family members. They don't think about the friends. They don't think about like the grief that this causes to others. Like, come on. If you have a problem, go get help. There's so many ways to get help. They literally create what's called psych emergency. In case you guys don't know, if you're having a psych emergency problem, don't be embarrassed. If you're having a problem where you may have anxieties, where you're thinking about like, whatever, that's bad, right? Get yourself a psychologist, or you could just go straight to the emergency room and they will admit you in what's called a psych emergency, right? And then you can talk out your issues. They'll even get you a therapist. They'll get you help. And by getting the help you need, you'll be able to resolve your problem. Sometimes that person may not help you, but at least you're making that effort to get the help you need. Some people, I don't know, maybe, who knows? It could be the video games. Who knows, right? But, or maybe not. It could just be somebody who's just out of it, out there. Who knows? But this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, you got all these families who are, thinking of their holidays or whatever, and who were planning things, right? It's a celebration when somebody is in college and is about to go home to enjoy their family for the holiday. You know what I mean? Like, they've gone through all this trouble to get to this school, to get to this point, just for them to be deleted. That is not right. That's messed up, man. Let's go.
After this really horrific shooting.
Yeah. All right. Jared, thank you very much. All right, I want to bring in Sophia Holman. She's a Brown University student who was studying in the engineering building when she heard the...
All right, let me read the headline for you guys again. So, 2 killed so far, and I hope none is, 9 injured in shooting at Brown University Saturday. Right? This was Saturday. It's a time to just relax and chill. your studies are not, no studies going on, or you catching up on your studies, trying to do your thing so you could pass these classes, these finals and midterms that's happening, right? Who knows? They might be studying for finals. They might just be studying for finals, get themselves ready, get out and go enjoy with their family. This guy's messed up, or this person is messed up, yo. Like, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. I don't know how to describe the feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm irate right now because I may look young. But I actually have pretty soon a college kid. And I pray and hope that these people who are in these schools, especially these colleges, that's trying to make their way as an adult with some kind of professionalism to have more instead of worrying about going from job to job, paycheck to paycheck. They just want a career that would hold them steady so they can focus on these high housing prices, these high grocery prices, these ridiculous taxes. And you got these kids doing their hardest to go study, do all this stuff. And this guy come out of nowhere, just pop, 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 pop. Come on, man. Come on. I'm sorry. Calm down. I'm gonna come down. All right, we're going to hear her and see what she has to say.
Gunshots. Sophia, first of all, thank you for joining us. And before we even start talking about what happened, I want to know how you are doing. How are you holding up this morning?
Yeah, good morning, Vlad. Thank you for checking in. I'm doing all right. I'm currently back in California. So like a lot of people at Brown, I left Rhode Island and I'm in California now. So
okay, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad your family knows that you're safe and that you're with them, I'm guessing. Your call to 911 was among one of the very first reported. Can you tell us what you saw and what you heard on Saturday?
Yeah, so I was coming from a late lunch.
That's another thing. I know she's talking, but I gotta say this. She flew all the way from California, right? That's the other side of the state, to the other side of the state, if you can understand what I mean, right? From one point to another. Literally, she went from one side of the country to the very far side of the country, which is the other side, right? Thank God nothing happened to her because she was amongst one of those people. Can you imagine that? She had so many colleges she could have attended. She chose this college, and this person comes out of nowhere and just, hold on one second. This person come out of nowhere and just all over the place, man. Come on. A young kid too. Look.
With my boyfriend and one of my friends. I walked into the building like I do almost every day to go study. The first thing that I felt when I walked in was actually a sense of disappointment because I walked in a door that one of my teammates usually studies in, and she wasn't there. And so, I was walking around, I was looking for a classroom, I was opening doors.
I want to say something. Seeing this, like, I know she's talking stuff, but seeing SWAT coming in, this is why you need police protection for these places, and you need to make sure funding for police is readily available, right? And this whole, I'm going to controversial. I don't care, man. The whole defunding police and stuff, it's ridiculous. You need public safety to be available to come in and see what's going on. So the moment situations that may arise happen, you have available public safety, law enforcement that's there to help the community there. Look at that. This is amazing. They come in, they let the students know you good. We got you. We got you. Look at them. Armed to the T. They got their bulletproof vests on. They got their shields. They got their helmets. They're ready to go. This is what you want for protection, right? So thank God they came in time. But unfortunately, you had 2 people that died and several injured. That's sad. That's sad.
To classrooms, just trying to see if any of them were open. When I first heard the gunshots, I mean, I think like most college students, you know, the first thing that I didn't think of was that they actually were gunshots. The first thing I thought was, oh, you know, this is a physics experiment gone wrong. This is a wood shop. This is anything but this. But after I heard the 3rd shot, you know, I thought it would be better to be safe than sorry. And I remember having a conversation actually with one of my high school teachers when I was in high school about, oh, if there were a shooting at my high school, you know, what would we do? And she said, you should run if you're away from the shooting. And so she was my homeroom teacher, and that stuck with me. And so I ran one block east. I got out of the building. And that same exit that I ran out of was actually the exit that I later found out that the shooter ran out of. And I mean, if I had gone down one other hallway, you know, I could have been the first person that the shooter saw when they walked into the building. Yeah.
Remarkable, and we're so glad that that didn't happen in that way.
I want to say this. Thank God she didn't run into the shooter, because, man, that would have been devastating. Now, we can relate to her because this is the person that we see currently that's going to this school, right? But this is sad. You know, this is sad. That's sad. That's sad. You know, one thing I have to say is this, right? You know, I need to drink my coffee because okay, guys, like, you watching this gunman has not been found yet, right? You have Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday, right? Have you ever been thinking, like, have you guys been thinking, like, yo, wait a minute, we're in 2025 going to 2026. There's cameras everywhere. Every home has a camera by now, at least, you know, or should or will. Now you are a established, prestigious facility, you know. Let's give an applause for Brown. It's an amazing place. As far as colleges, I would hope. And I'm pretty sure it's very prestigious. I'm pretty sure they have top of the line security. And hopefully cameras. Because what doesn't make sense to me is this. Wait a minute. There's cameras everywhere. You mean to tell me this person entered the building with a weapon that's not caught on cameras? And they know the exact time when the shooting started happening because things were going on that was around the time that it was happening? That they don't, I mean, I understand if they're not, like, you know, showing it to the public because they're like, you know what, let's release vague information. Let's interview this guy. We already know who it is. And as soon as we get all the information and we confirm and make sure this person is the person, then we're going to release the name. I understand if they're doing that. But you mean to tell me there's cameras on campus? I'm pretty sure there is because there's women on campus, right? And women's safety is important. So you have to have cameras in certain areas to make sure their safety is there, right? There's male safety that has to be there, right? Because you don't know what might happen to a certain male who maybe he's walking, gets beat up, and you want to make sure you have cameras to catch everything so protection for that person is available, right? Or whatever it may be, right? You have faculty safety that needs to happen because you never know what kind of student is there. You want to make sure you have cameras in the actual building. So you mean to tell me there's no cameras in the building that they can catch him coming into school, catch him going in the building, catch him lurking around, catch him doing whatever he's doing, and they don't already have his face on camera? Nah, I doubt that. They know who it is. They gotta know who it is because this is impossible. This is a prestigious college. Prestigious college. Come on now. This is a prestigious college. They should already know who it is. They should have his face on camera. They should be on top of it. They should know who it is. In my opinion, they should know who it is because you have cameras everywhere. However, you never know. You never know. They might, who knows? I hope they do have the manpower because at the end of the day, there should be somebody looking at these cameras from day one all the way to now, if possible, and they should have an idea who it is. They should have an idea who it is. You know?
It's interesting because as somebody who's a lot older and did not deal with the regular instances of gun violence in this country that we see, especially on school campuses, did you not? I know that you said when you
and just to pause for a second. Also, I want to say this: you have so many people that's an eyewitness. That's an eyewitness. They haven't begun. Who knows? Maybe they already did. Maybe they already have. Maybe they already have an understanding who it is. But you gotta be able to say, I don't know, like somebody has to have said something like, oh, he looks like this, he's dressed like that, he walks like this, maybe if he has a tattoo or not, or who knows? Who knows? But something should have been said. There's so many people there, there's so many cameras. How you not gonna see a guy with a gun? He's the only one.
first heard the shots, you thought it was an experiment. Did it ever occur to you, just as a young person, just as someone going through the American public education system and or even the private school system in this country, that you might someday be the victim of gun violence in this country?
Absolutely. I never thought it was going to happen to me. I think it's something that you see on the news, but I never thought, oh, this is going to happen at my school. And so I'm extremely grateful to the teachers who, made us listen during these drills, because it could have saved my life today. I mean, on Saturday, it really could have saved my life. Yeah.
And can you describe the moment that your parents must have been frantic when they heard that something was happening at Brown University? They're clearly very, very far away across the country. What was their reaction when you finally got a hold of them to tell them that you were okay?
Yeah. So.
You know what? I'm gonna. Hold on one second. All right, guys. Thank God this young lady made it out alive. We hope that those others that have survived, they actually make it out alive, because it's a sad situation. And when they do wake up, or able to find a way to sort out through their trauma, they can identify this guy and say exactly who it is, because it's sad. It's sad. All these people, all these cameras, and this guy's still not caught. Come on. It's a prestigious college too. Oh man. Yo, you know what? Let's give this young lady an applause. Let's give CBS News an applause for putting this on Front Street, because man, we need to know stuff like that. You know what I mean? And this is a a situation that they need to take and to study to figure out how to make these colleges safer, because, you know, I tell you the truth, we're tired of all these shootings. You know what I mean? These colleges locations are soft targets. They need to figure a way to at least put a perimeter around them, so God forbid anything was to happen, they're able to just respond immediately. Come on now. But at the end of the day, you never know with this situation. These places are probably doing their best, because when you've never been in a situation like this, there's not much way that you can react to it except for the way you can, right? Whichever means it is. So at the end of the day, thank God there was not too many casualties. And as you saw, SWAT came in. SWAT said, yo, we ain't letting nothing happen to y'all. So good thing they came in and they were able to help these kids and get them to safety and give them a sense of safety. So thank God for the police over there, the public safety, the law enforcement that was there to make sure those students were safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I mean, this is my other channel. Yeah. Whiskey Pierre Lewis. It's me. It's my channel. Yeah. Alright, cool. We out. To another one. Alright, cool. Let's go to the next one. Hold on one second. Alright. So I'm saving the best for last, guys. But okay. Can you imagine you in your home, you chilling. You in your home chilling, You in your home chilling. And out of nowhere, you decide, you know what? I got the munchies. Let's give an applause for the munchies. Ooh. That late night when you get up and you're like, I gotta eat. You about to go in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you thinking of all the different foods they making, all the different foods you about to eat. And then, whew. Give me a second. So you got all these different foods available to you in your fridge. You're like, yo, I'm about to eat. You go in the fridge, and this happened. Dun dun dun. Oh, not the news anchor. Alligator breaks into home. Yo, we got gators breaking into homes now. Yo, what's good? We got gators breaking into homes. What is going on? My good guy, give me that beautiful news footage.
Making this the most Florida story of the week.
After 55 years of nursing, don't you think I've seen most everything?
Well, almost everything.
Whoa. Who that? That's a 10-foot gator. He said, listen, We could do this the hard way, or we could do this the easy way. But I's hungry. I want me some food. Ma'am, get me that food. Yo, this gator broke in, got some wine, and said, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Now, to the gator, he probably wants some food. This lady thought like he came in for love. Yo, check this out.
And this 10-foot gator was having a marvelous time sitting right in my kitchen.
Mary Wishhausen says she first heard a loud crash around 3:30 this morning. Imagine seeing this before your first.
Golly, look at the mouth on that gator. Look at the mouth on that gator.
First cup of coffee. She turned right around, closed the bedroom door, and called 911.
I'm sorry, is it in your house?
Yes.
Okay, you said it's
huge.
It's in your kitchen?
Yes.
What I did was I went on the computer and played games to settle down.
Police and trappers were.
Man, I'm looking at this. Yo, homie don't know how to open the wine bottle. Yo, you can't just crash it. That's messed up. That's messed up right there. Come on, homie. Come on, man. When you get that wine, you need to get some bottles and, pop some on, Come on.
Able to haul the big guy out before anyone got hurt. Mary lives near the water and assumes.
You see what I see? You see what I see? That's why I don't be living in no waterfront.
Her unwanted guest was out looking for love. He broke through a low glass window just to get in.
Why did he pick my condo out of all the other condos in the lot? He came 5 condos in.
All right, I should have gone back. Guys, I forgot I could actually go back. This is my chat. I can go back. All right, guys. You see that right there? Homie said, this is all you can eat. I'm jumping in. I'm about to get in. And I'm going to go hard. Yo, homie broke the glass and said, I'm in. It's good. What's for dinner? Damn. Sir. You broke the glass. Damn. But you know what? In all seriousness, I thank God that this lady did not die. Because can you imagine she's coming in, about to pour herself some glass of wine. Maybe, she didn't hear what was happening. And out of nowhere, this gator just grabs her up. Oh, that would have been a mess. But thank God she made it. Thank God she hurt. But she got some good ears. Let's give an applause for this lady's ears. Because, man, had she not heard that, she would have went in the kitchen. Homie would have went, gotcha. Oh, I can't say that. And then, God forbid. But good thing she got away. Good thing she was able to find safety and call the police.
Out of all the other condos in the lot, he came 5 condos in, and guess what? The first 4, nobody's living in them.
Well, maybe he wanted a drink.
Well, I don't know why he wanted my red wine, but he got my red wine, the good stuff.
Are you mad about the wine?
Yes.
Talk about a great drinking story. Mary can tell it after she cleans up the mess left behind.
Guys, please don't send me anymore, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now, the gator was taken to a private location. It'll be looked after. If all goes well, it'll be relocated to a private farm out in Fort Meade. Hopefully out there, Linda, it can turn its gator life around and stop breaking into houses. Bad gator, yes.
All right. That was a great story, but let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Wow. Wow. So thank God this gator is going to be safe, right? Hopefully it's relocated. But here's the thing though, you do know gators have like a they have like an internal map. So they know how to get to certain places, you know. So hopefully this gator does not come back. Hopefully this gator does not come back. But at the same time, if I was that lady, I would remove that glass screen door or screen, whatever you want to call it, to a solid wooden door, at least metal. Because if that gator got in that way, then that means another gator can get in the same way. So come on, let's do our due diligence to do things correctly. So these man. Alright, so like, subscribe. Whiskey Pierre Lewis, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Alright. Let's go to the next one. The next one. Let's go to the next one. Do I have time? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this one, then I gotta go to my other channel. So hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so imagine, you know, it's a wonderful day. You know, you look at the sky, you like zippity doo dah. Oh my, what a wonderful day. It's a Friday and there's plenty of sunshine heading your way. You saying to yourself, zippity doo dah, zippity day. Out of nowhere, here comes a bobcat. Oh snap, to ruin your day. That's a no-brainer right there. Yo, this guy is chilling, right? He's chilling. He's, you know, neighbor passing by. Hey Tom, how's it going? You know what I mean? He's about to get in his car, getting ready for work. Yeah. And then as he's about to, you know, do his thing, you know, get in his car, you know what I mean, get himself ready, he's like, all of a sudden he hears his wife, oh no, oh my God, it's a bobcat. My guy said, turn to the door. He flies in, grabs the cat, whips it away. Take that. But you gotta see it to believe it. So without further ado, let me set it up for you. Give me a quick second. Are you ready for this? I'm telling you, it's a true story. Come on. Hey, you don't believe me? It's a true story. He grabbed the bobcat and tossed it away like it was nothing. I was like, sir, where does that energy come from, sir? But anyways, let's get to it. I got it for you. Hold on, my favorite is this right here, right? Bam, transition. Woo, let's give him an applause early. There we go. We'll give him a second one later on. This is my favorite part right here of the video. Watch. Hold on. You missed it. Hold on. There we go. He's waving. Look at that. He's having a good day. Hey, lady jogging, what's going on? And he goes right back on, happy and smiling. You can see his smile right there. You can see he's happy. It's a beautiful day. Look at the sunshine. Oh my, what a wonderful day.
Happy and Christy Wade leaving their house to take their senior cat, Caroline Faith, to the vet. When Christy came out of their garage, she heard a growl.
I knew it was cat because I know what a cat
Damn,
sounds
there
like.
it is. There it is.
It sounded like a very angry
I think you guys
cat.
missed it. I think you guys missed it. Hold on. All right. Hold on 1 second. You got to see the visual. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there.
And at that point,
Bam. Homie's about to toss the cat, yo. Bobcat, that is. Yo, can you imagine a bobcat? He's like, yo, what's he doing? Yo, hell no, you ain't about to toss me. Bam. Ooh. My guy went WWE on him. Look at it. He's like, yo, take that. Take that. Who you messing with?
Was holding it.
and I could literally feel the tooth on my knuckle.
So he tried to get it as far away from him and his wife as he could.
I thought, I'll throw it this way, two options. One,
is he? Well, he's on a pistol. Hold on. Is he about to? Yep. He's got some kind of something in his hands. My guy said. He said it's time to get for real on this. It's time to get for real on this. Yo, who you think you messing with? Who you think you messing with? Whoa. Whoa.
and I didn't do something morally, it would have bothered me for a long time.
Christy and Happy say they are grateful they were together that morning.
He saved my life, and I don't know where I'd be or what sort of shape I'd be in right now had he not been here.
Man, you know, at the end of the day, while looking at this, I'm glad they survived. But man, do you guys see the force behind that? Woodline. That is a lot of woods. So if they're dealing with bobcats, I hope they don't have cougars and all that. Man. So that means that bobcat probably was in those woods eyeing down their cat. And the minute she came out with him, this cat thought he was about to get some easy dinner. He said, I'm going to get me a takeout. But my guy came to the rescue and said, not today. Not today, homie. Not today. Not today. It ain't happening. I don't know who you think you are. He said, dun to the dun, and take that. Wow. But at the end of the day, you know what? I'm just glad that he's safe And thank God this cat didn't have rabies or anything like that, because golly, it would have been, he would have gone from a hero to, you know, a situation, and this lady right there would have probably been devastated that a small situation like that, well, it's a large situation, got grave. But thank God this cat, who knows, and I'm praying they have, like, you know, anything that could you know, transfer to him. So thank God for that. Now they're probably more vigilant of wild animals, and at the same time, you know what I mean, thank God their cat is safe. Thank God their cat is safe, because a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes you have these small family members, pets, right? They are a very important part of some people's, like, you know, mental health. They are a very important part of some people's, like, family. They are a very important part of some people's well-being. And, you know, just being able to have an animal that can, even though they can't talk, just having them around, taking care of them, makes people feel better. So good for this guy, and this lady to have such a wonderful hero amongst their family. And for him, it's a good thing. It's a good thing he was there, because you never know. That cat, that animal, probably would have done worse had he not been around. I mean, the lady's probably, you know, inkling would have been just like, oh my God, let me just run. And here now the cat's there by itself, and who knows, God forbid, what could have happened. But at the end of the day, nothing happened, and we're happy and we're glad for that. So he's a hero. Let's give him an applause. Let's give him an applause. I told you I was gonna give him a second applause. You know what I mean? Let's see the family again. There it is. Bam. There's the hero right there. Let's give him an applause. That's what's up, man. My guy came to the rescue and said, WWE, right? I'm not supporting them. They're not supporting me. It's just a phrase that I'm using right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? Somebody should have tossed him a chair, like, you know, you should have done one of these. But, you know, thank God he got out safe, sound, and he was good. Let's give him another applause. Let's segue back to me. So alright, I hope you guys like the show today. Godly, I gotta get ready to go. Yeah. So, hey, if you're liking the show, let me know. Nigga, throw me a comment or something. I'm making all this effort. Make sure you guys get some good content. Come on now. But yeah, that was the wonderful gentleman that was able to help his wife and be able to rescue his who's this? Somebody. Oh, looks like somebody texted me. Yeah, so thank God this hero was here and he was able to help his family. But yeah, so now he's back to having a wonderful day. Zippity doo dah, my oh my, what a wonderful day. And I pray and hope that he continues to be that hero to his family, because that's what he is, a hero. He's a hero. Sir, you are a hero. All right, let's go. Let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, you know, we've heard of gators showing up at the front door. We've seen them in people's swimming pool, but this one...
Hold up. We already talked about this. Let me go back. Give me a quick second. I gotta get this. What time is it? It's getting late. I don't think I'll be able to do Levi Apparel, so I'm gonna have to see what I can do. That's my other channel. In case you guys are interested, go check it out. Levi Apparel. All right. All right, guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, on CBS News, right? Hold on. All right. Okay, so in case you guys didn't know, on CNN actually, hold on one second, I play something. Okay, here we go. All right. So let's get it started. All right. Whoo, let's give an applause to me. I'm doing a great job. Like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate you. All right, cool. So my laptop is right there on the bottom, so I'm looking this way. That means I'm looking at my laptop. My monitor is over here, right on the bottom of the camera. The camera is up there. That's you, right? And as I'm looking at the camera, I have to bring my view downwards. So if I'm looking this way, that way, and then my hardest to look up here, is because at the end of the day, I got a lot going on down here. So in case you guys feel like saying, hey, can you look at the camera? I gotta look at what I'm doing. So it's not that I don't want to look at you and talk to you. I do, but I have to look at the activities that's going on. All right. In case anybody wonders, why does he always have his head up, down like this? That's why. All right. So with that said, let's get it on. All right. So we got something big happening right now. Something big. Would you like to know what it is? It's huge, tremendous. Oh my God. It's Jasmine Crockett. That's it, right? Jasmine Crockett? Anyways, This lady here, who's part of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party. Let's give her an applause. Woo! Wee! Yeah! Let's go! You know what? Let me send this to my friend. I'm pretty sure he'd be happy. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Let me send this to my friend. I'm pretty sure he'd be proud of me. He's a Democrat. I'm pretty sure he'd be proud of me. I'm not saying what I am. You feel me? I'm pretty sure he would be proud of me, right? Let me send this to this guy I know. Hold up. I'm smirking. Hold on. I saw it was there. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I was ready. Come on, let's give it applause again. Woo! All right, let's read the headline. Crockett launches Senate bid for a video of Trump insult. Is that the right one? Hold on. I gotta go back. All right, hold on. Let me read the headline because I'm trying to get her running for Senate, and I think I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, Representative Jasmine Crockett filed Monday to run for U.S. Senate from Texas in 2026. Yeah, that's the right one. All right, let's get it started. I'm about to start it. Pardon me, guys. All right, let's get it going. Hold on. Ooh. She came ready. She got the eyeliner. She got the lashes. She got the hair. She got the blue on. She said, I'm ready. She said, I'm ready. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. All right. Why did you say that, though? That's weird. Anyways.
With the help of President Trump? Well, here's her new campaign launch video.
She's a very low IQ person.
Somebody said the other day she's one of the leaders of the party. I said, you got to be kidding.
Now they're going to rely on Crockett. Crockett's going to bring them back.
Boss lady in the house, huh? There we go. All right, so apparently she's running for Senate. So, I mean, in my opinion, right? That's gonna be a tough race for her. I don't know about the area she's in, but from what I've heard and from what I've seen, especially in elections, majority of that place is mostly Republicans. So it's gonna be tough to see her win. Who knows what might happen? Right? Who knows what might happen? Like, for real. But you never know. Come on, guys. You never know. Right?
The news comes after former Congressman Colin Allred dropped out of the race this morning. My panel's here to discuss. Karen, what do you think of that launch video?
I love it. Good for her. It's different, right? I mean, in this media environment, you got to break through, and that's one way to break through. And she clearly understands, at least to start in a primary.
I will say this. There's been tactics that's been used that's really interesting because, hold on, make myself a little bigger. Bam. The taxes that's been used, basically this, right? You have two parties running at the same time, right? And when one drops out, the other one gets all this party's, I guess, voters, and then they use that voter, in combination with theirs to get more of, I don't know how to say it. I'm not a professional analyst, but I'm just a YouTuber, right? I'm just looking at videos and giving some thoughts, some thoughts, right? But what I've seen, the tactics that they've used is basically this. Again, to repeat, you'll have a Democrat run, and then you'll have another Democrat run, right? Those two run competitively. They give each other all the insults that the other party would give, right? And then they present their ideas of what they want to do. You'll have two with opposing ideas but similar, and they try to go as far as they can away from each other as far as like how they're going to what they're going to do if they do get elected. And then at the end of the day, one drops out, the other one holds the majority. And also, I guess since the other people were already Democrats, right, or whatever party they were in, from following that other one that dropped out, they realized, you know what, this one dropped out, let me go to the other one. It's the same party, so therefore let me give them more of a advantage so they can win, right? Or who knows, have a winning chance, right? Who knows? And then what ends up happening is, if that Democratic, I'm trying to choose my word wisely. Come on, guys. If that Democratic Party member that's running happens to win, they win at a higher rate instead of a slim margin, right? So that's what I've been seeing lately. So I'm just speculating. Who knows, right? Who knows? But in my opinion, that is actually a good move. Instead of trying to have one guy try to catch everybody, you'll have two or three or however many people who are running for that party, try to get areas where they know maybe the other guy or the other girl or woman is not able to get, and then at the end of the day you'll have one member and they consolidate all those voters to just that one member, which is a good tactic. Who knows? Maybe not. But at the end of the day, let's see what's happening.
Mary, right? You got to raise money, and how do you raise money? You raise money by saying, "This is the guy that we're gonna be fighting against," right? So I thought it was great. I love it.
And
she looks gorgeous, by the way.
Here's what former Congressman Allred, former NFL player, told CNN's Dana Bash earlier today about his decision to withdraw his bid for Senate and run for a House seat instead. Take a listen.
Jasmine Crockett is very openly considering running. Is that part of why you decided to not run anymore?
Yeah, of course it is. And I think, listen, Jasmine's a friend of mine, and we've served together. I've known her since before we were both in elected office. But it was about the fact that with three strong candidates running, that we would certainly have a runoff.
So this does leave the Democratic primary field open right now, pretty much between State Representative James Tallarico, who we had on the show last week, and now Congresswoman Crockett. Who do you think will be the stronger Democrat to take on the Republican? And it's not just a throwaway because it's Texas, because it does look like the Republicans in Texas are not going to stick with their incumbent Senator John Cornyn, and they're going to go with a guy who's got a lot more baggage.
It's probably going to be Ken Paxton. I'd be surprised if Cornyn figured out a way to pull it out, the hat out of the bag, as they say. But I was talking to someone who's close to the Congresswoman.
See, I told you. I told you. Look at that. I told you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. But you know one thing though, I gotta say this. I gotta say this. To tell you the truth, right? I know this is gonna sound weird, but regardless what party they are, this is an amazing group of people, right? Forget thoughts and opinion about, you know, whoever you want to vote for. This is an amazing group of people. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because when you think of like the Martin Luther King, you know, walk and stuff, and how he said he wants like the country to be more diverse and stuff like that. When you see something like that, a woman running, right? You got some Caucasian people running. You got some a man running, right? Of possible African descent, right? This is a great hue of people. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to see that, and then who's commentating on it, like this I don't know, this year is an amazing year. Everybody who's anybody is running. Everybody's opinion is getting put out there. You have different type of people with different kind of opinions and thoughts and views of America, just being able to say what they believe and what they think about. It's amazing. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. It's amazing. Wow. Let's give these people an applause, because this is, I don't know, to me this is an incredible group of people, right? This is an incredible group of people. And at the end of the day, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Can she win it? Will she win it? We don't know. But what we do know is she's sure gonna show out. You feel me? She gonna show out. But yeah, man, this is a great, amazing, great group of people, and who knows? May the best candidate win, and may the one who has the best interest for the American people as a group for success of America. America. Make it. You know, we want diversity in our politics, because we are a diverse group of people in America, and we want to see a diverse group of people in politics. Look at this. This is amazing. This is incredible. Let me sip my coffee. Let's hear some more, and then I gotta go.
And they made two interesting points to me. If it is Kim Paxton, they personally believe that Jasmine Crockett, according to some early internal data, would be a more superior candidate than Tellerico. Two, Texas has the largest number of black voters of any southern state, which I actually did not know. I was just made aware of this. Yeah. And so they're looking at those dynamics, and they're saying, hey, we think we could have a competitive opportunity to potentially win the state. Now, as a conservative, I am a bit worried about Paxton. I think we should stick with Cornyn. That would be in our best interest. But it doesn't appear to be what Texas voters want, Jake. And so if that's the decision that they choose, it's going to be a tough race ahead.
Well, let's talk about that. The polls on the Republican side, recent polls show the incumbent Senator John Cornyn. He's running behind Attorney General Paxton and Congress.
You know, this whole, I don't know, nowadays, I know you said a lot, but nowadays, we're no longer blinded to just colors. Like, yo, we want somebody who actually want to do something. You know what I mean? Like, this whole like voting for you because you black, it's done with. This whole voting for you because we think you have our interests, when eventually you're just gonna rob a brother. You feel me? You're gonna rob a sister. You feel me? Come on. We're here. The voters not have common sense. They have common sense. Like, in my opinion, I hope so. You know? They have common sense. Y'all got common sense, right? You got common sense, right? You should. Come on. You feel me? Like, if we're going to vote for somebody, we're going to vote for somebody that is in our best interests, aka no taxes or low taxes. Because, you know, taxes is used to help pay the public safety, right? Law enforcement, the public servants, right? and those who are there to serve the country, America. You feel me? Sir, your love for America is amazing. I love the world. If you know, you know. All right. Let's play it.
And Wesley Hunt, who's something of a conservative firebrand as well. How do you see all the math on this? I mean, there is an argument to be made that maybe Democrats should go with a more centrist candidate if the seat is actually up for grabs. I'm not saying I'm making it.
No, agreed. And look, that is going to be what you hear from, I would argue, probably the party committees, right? Because they like to play it safe. But here's the thing about someone like a Jasmine Crockett. Number one, she is going to excite new voters and potentially, depending upon how they're thinking about the race, take a look at the state and say, how do I get those black voters who aren't voting, who aren't registered? Let's get them registered. Let's get them engaged. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm going to say something. I'm excited. I want to say it. I've been wanting to say it for a minute. She, like she said, the main reason I think she's a decoy. And I'm going to tell you, hold up. I'm going to tell you why. Calm down. I'm going to tell you why. All right? She's young. She happens to resonate with some voters. I don't know, some voters. She's always out there. She's willing to speak her mind. And at the end of the day, she's a good distraction while they try to get ideas and thoughts of things that they want to do done. I can't say too much. It's just, it is what it is. I want to say it, but I can't say it because I don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my ultimate opinion is I want somebody that's here to help the American voter, right? Regardless what party they are. Because at the end of the day, if you become elected to, whether you're a Democrat elected or Republican elected, your job is to make sure you resonate with both parties or both members, whether they're Democrat or Republican, to help America be better, greater, and also to help the American public gain opportunities to be successful, right? So, as she's playing her part, my hope is if she does get it and she's not trying to be a distraction or whatever, right? Who knows? She might just be a great candidate that is very boisterous. Is that a word? I think that's a word. Who's very boisterous and wants the public to like her. And as she's doing all these things, right? Let's get rid of this right here. Anyways, to get the public to like her, love her, and so she can get elected. Who knows? She might be doing all this just to get the public to like her. And then once she gets in, she can actually do something that's good for the people. Who knows? Or maybe she's just there to be a distraction. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I do see there's a lot of things going on that as getting a lot of people excited, wanting to know more about her. So who knows? But at the end of the day, I really hope she does something positive for the people, right? Or she's just, maybe she is a distraction. Who knows? I don't know.
The same thing with Latino voters. Meanwhile, on the Republican side, it feels like, to say Ken Paxton has baggage is a very generous way to say it, right? And so the Republican side is going to have a conversation about, well, which do we want? What do we want to defend? The status quo, the baggage? What are we doing here? And particularly in an era where, let's be clear.
All right, this lady's saying a lot. That lady said a lot. I think she likes Jasmine Crockett. But anyways, right? With good intentions. She's a lady. Jasmine Crockett's a lady, so she wants to support, somebody that's resonate with her. Who knows, right? Although there is a lot of Latino votes in there, and believe it or not, a lot of them do vote Republican. So, I mean, who knows what could happen? Who knows what could happen? Who knows, right? At the end of the day, this was a great live. I appreciate you guys for being here. Watch the replay. I'm gonna clip these off for you guys, so you don't have to watch all this long live, right? We're gonna do this. All right. So like, subscribe. Whiskey Pierre Lewis here. I appreciate you for watching, and please come back, watch some more of me, Whiskey Pierre Lewis. But anyways, thank you for being here. I got more coming for you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna be probably talking more about. I want to go into tech. But there's a lot of things happening. A lot of news. A lot of commentaries. A lot of. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel, looking at some videos, and talking. That's it. Right. Go to a professionals, read, learn. If you're gonna vote, learn about your candidates, vote correctly and based on what they can do for you. And if you're gonna have a house, right, next to a body of water that happens to have gators in it, make sure your door is solid enough that the gator does not come in for dinner. Right? And also, if you are a hero, please continue to be a hero. Right? Please continue to be a hero. Like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Peace.